and welcome to some Death in Request Switch Edition.
Totally didn't have you muted for a couple more seconds there.
Hello everybody and welcome to Death in Request Switch Edition, featuring burning Nintendo Switch. This is the port of the PC version, which is the port of the PlayStation 4 version. There's not that many differences, but there are a few with how the system menus work in the game and background noises. The background noises in the stages, some stages will be super loud. We'll be skipping that because DMCA does not like that song. So let me go change these voice levels. Instead of muting it like I normally do, you guys voted to have some ASMR Sheena. We're going to turn it up to max. Every character in this game has a form of panting as they run, and that panting can get really loud. So that is what we will be hearing. And that's pretty much really all that ASMR Sheena is. We'll just get to hear your pant for the whole game. Here with me is my co-commentator Aaron, and we're going to try our best to... he'll explain more of the technical aspects, and I'll just try and concentrate on getting good RNG. We'll see how it goes. So we'll begin the run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin to run!
Good luck.
Thank you, thank you. We're going to be starting off with some skippable cutscenes. Almost all the cutscenes in this game are skippable. Go around listening to some tutorial cutscenes that we can also skip, thankfully.
Yeah, this game allows you to skip every single cutscene except when you have to make a decision. On those, you are forced to use the fast forward button instead of straight up skipping the cutscene.
In this game, you can learn different skills by using a combination of certain skills you already have, and we'll be taking advantage of that to get some specific skills that will attempt to make the game faster. But the game is still pretty simple even without them, but we're going to try to get the faster. It all relies on luck. A little over 10% chance for this first skill we're going to try to learn, but it goes up a couple of percent every time we get some levels in. Those skills that I just equipped in that menu, we have a couple chances to, like I said, a couple of like 10% chances of using those to learn a new skill. We didn't learn it that time. We got 2 more chances. Alright, and you notice this is a bit laggy. This is what we mean by switch on fire. This is the slowest port of the game, but surprisingly it's also one of Idea Factory's best ports to the Switch. And we did not learn this skill in that fight.
That's okay, because the most optimal way to learn Rokude, which is Sheena's first AoE skill, is to get it on the fight against King's 4 or 5 guards. Because if the guards give you a good pattern, and you manage to learn the skill, you will finish the fight in 1 turn, which saves a bunch of time.
Yeah, coming up is the only reason we want the skill that combo of skills will give, the Rokudian, as Aaron said. It is a big AoE skill that we only need in this one fight to be faster. And the skeletons will have a bunch of different positions that they can walk to. Not a bunch, like a handful, but only one of them is God tier. And one of them is like average, and we don't want the rest.
Yeah. Usually they walk closer to Sheena to attack her from melee range, but sometimes they randomly jump backwards ruining the entire fight for some reason. So let's hope that doesn't happen here.
Yeah, and after this fight, I'll be using a combination of other skills to try and learn a different skill other than the Roku DN. I'll call it Luna. Yeah, I'll call it Luna for short, but it's like Lunamissimo, like Aaron said.
Yeah. It's the upgrade of the base 3 SP skill that Sheena has, and it's needed to one-shot Scala and then fight Corpse in Chapter 3.
Yeah, we still didn't get it, so we failed a little over 10% chance 4 times now. This will be the final time I go for it, and it didn't happen. Alright, so now I'm just going to try and learn her Lunamissimo, which we really actually need that one. And first try. Alright.
Alright. It's over. Oh, alright. I'll work harder. Ready for battle. My turn. Alright.
Oh, there's Roku.
Delete it. Oh, am I getting stronger? I want my turn.
And here is the glitch form. It's the big selling point of this game, everyone's favorite. Get stronger by taking off all your clothes type of form. We'll see it a few more times.
So glitch mode increases your offensive and defensive stats by 3 times, which is pretty good. However, since in this game stats cap at 999, which is not really hard to get when you have a ×3 multiplier, the effectiveness of glitch mode kinda gets worse the closer you get to the late game. It has its uses on hard mode and normal mode when you're going through and fight a specific boss, but for the most part, after we get to the halfway point of the game or so, we don't really need glitch mode.
Yep. And Marin, you gotta move to a different channel, remember? I'll probably fix it.
What's this?
Yep, there it is.
It's on
that
your end.
good old ASMR Sheena. There's that painting.
So if you can just send me your TeamViewer details in DMs when you have a chance, then I'll fix it for you.
Okay, I'm in the middle of a game.
I know! Get to a cutscene! You can do it! I believe in you!
Here I go.
They're all skippable.
Alright. Blast off.
Alright. So now, we're about to come up to our first decision in the game, meaning we can't instantly skip it, but we can still fast forward it. Just try attempt one quick thing. It was monitor only mute output. How about that? How did that do it, chat?
I think that's exactly what was needed.
What's this? Found it.
Yes, this is the slowest version of the game, unless maybe you run this on a really bad PC. But it's still not like ridiculously slow. Although it is a port of the PC version. Meaning that it will have the differences that I mentioned earlier. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping here. We gotta buy a weapon and 2 rapid rings.
See you around.
Be either 2 or 3, depending on who you are. I always just get 2. Alright, so what makes this game interesting is we have two different things. We have what's called real life
Let's retreat.
and in-game worlds. Right now we are in the game. This is based in a virtual reality game. But we also have real life. Every time we get a real life item, we gotta go and watch a real life cutscene in order to advance in the game itself. So now those are the cutscenes. We're out of there. We're gonna do some menuing here. I get that skill we learned, and we're gonna remove this Lily character out because she is useless. So now we are all set up to one turn, the final boss of the chapter. Yeah. Man, whenever you enter a new room, you can see instantly the difference between the Switch and any other version of this game.
Hello.
Hello? Oh, it's too slow to start the cutscene skipping. One terrible thing about this game, well, you can consider it like terrible or good depending, is the bad ends that it has. If you make the wrong choice on any of those choices, then it's an instant game over. So if you menu too fast, or just forget for a nanosecond what you're supposed to pick, it is instantly game over. So we're just gonna not do that this whole run. Did I forget to give her the weapon? He should have died there. I did forget to give her weapon. Okay. That's fine, that's fine.
Did we do it?
We're gonna do that menu real quick on giving her weapon. And now loading.
Hope this works.
Oh man. It is rare for him to spawn looking in the direction you're going to be going, but it had to happen there. Just as with all the other random elements of the game, overworld enemies do have a random direction they're going to spawn in. So you want them all to not be facing you, obviously, as you're going to walk right by them. Alright, now we begin Chapter 2, and we're going to get our first really good character on our team, Al. She hits like a truck, and will be basically useful for the next long time. Rest of the game. Almost the rest of the game. She doesn't look like much, but yeah, she if you equip her right, she's going to pretty much become the new main character of the rest of this game. First, we gotta get the key. Try not to run into that enemy that spawned almost in the worst spot. And get that key. Real life cutscene. Now I gotta remember what button is on the Switch to go to a specific. Okay, it's the minus button. Alright.
Check this out.
You have
What's this?
the ability to go back and read earlier cutscenes and story and like that. And if you do click on it, you'll get random item. Not random, but you'll get a specific item. We click on that one to get an attack ring to buff, obviously, the attack stat of Al to make her even more of a truck. And now we're going to be coming up to our first unskippable cutscene. Like, out of all the stuff in this game, the developers thought it'd be a good idea that we have to watch this crane move this block of wood to form a bridge. So it's a nice drink break. Alright, we'll go over here, not to this lizard that's next to me, but to another enemy lizard coming up, and I'm going to preemptive strike it. In this game, if you preemptive strike an enemy, your attack and your speed is going to go up. We want that speed buff. If you get preemptive strike by the enemy, you'll lose your speed by either 1 or 2 stages. It seems to be random. You can.
Al's turn. Let's get
Alright,
out of here.
so now we are both buff and fast. Just
Yes.
for the fun of boss.
So the way buffs work in this game, buffs carry over fights as long as you don't get debuffed by an enemy or the fight takes too many turns. So as long as you finish fights within a few turns, you can basically carry buffs from like chapter 1 to like chapter 5 or 6. Once you unlock the quick travel function and you travel with the help of the Ludens, every time you do that, your buffs will reset. But until then, you can actually carry buffs from the beginning of the game.
Alright, just a few more doors. A few more very slow doors. That'll have a loading bar between them, and then we'll be at the boss of the stage. We're going to be using a specific skill order with Al to try and learn her next skill up, because we need it for the next boss to also try to increase it one more time there. It won't be the biggest deal if we don't get the second one up,
Talk about it.
but we want it. We're going to collect this white dot to buff her strength in this fight. I'm going to hit the wrong button.
Hey, how's that?
Oh, she learned it! Oh, we in there, boys. Alright.
Am I getting
Learning it almost guarantees a first turn kill of the boss. Now we do like 3 cutscenes here and then we hold straight down, because this is a very straight and narrow corridor. Another mini drink break. And now we just go back to the beginning of the stage.
I'm gonna take the chance real quick to explain a bit how corruption works. So, once your characters get to 80% corruption, they'll transform into glitch. However, once they pass the 20%, 40%, and 60% corruption thresholds, they get extra stats, although I don't think it's listed anywhere in the game. But you can actually test this. We didn't know this as first, we learned it from a Japanese runner who routed hard mode. And it's actually pretty useful because it helps to like make some ranges more likely, even in this category. So yeah, it's actually a decent mechanic to know.
Yeah, pretty much easy mode is the main category where you can actually touch the bugs with hardly any issues whatsoever. And some bugs give you some stat buffs too, like those white ones mentioned give Al the strength boost needed for her to actually one-shot the boss after learning her skill. And then later we'll use the bugs to get... Some bugs give you 1%, 20%, 10% corruption, and we're gonna need to use that to get to the 80% required to transform into the glitch mode to try and end early a normally unwinnable fight. Because Idea Factory loves to give you unwinnable fights, but with some way of cheesing it. This, I don't like this. Okay, he moved. I was about to just do that method of invincibility.
The good thing about easy mode is that bugs don't give you negative statuses anymore, because on normal and hard you can get like paralyzed, debuffed by some bugs. And they also give more corruption for the most part. And when a character gets to 100% corruption, they instantly die, and when they get revived, they have all stats debuffed and they are poisoned, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you don't really want that happening, especially in the unwinnable fight. Endeavor's gonna try to win later on. If he learns the skill against the boss after Corpse.
Yeah. And coming up is the first problem boss of the run. It's like, it's really easy to kill, but it does get a turn to attack. And there's this thing in this game called Time Stop. It completely freezes your character, and they cannot move at all. And it won't go away. At all, ever. So, you don't want it to happen to you. I've had all 3 characters get time stop before, therefore instant loss. And it's just very painful. And this is also the only cutscene that you cannot instant skip or do a fast skip. You have to mash your X button on the PlayStation controller or A button on the Switch just as fast as you can. Now, why did they do this? Who knows? Look at this, these very detailed Switch graphics. For a console like the Switch, this looks pretty good. It does, in my opinion. Alright. This is one of the first of a couple of sections in the game where you get multiple choices in a row. For casual playthroughs, these are the best parts. Like if you have 3 choices in a row, with a bunch of cutscenes in between them. You group up on the first one, so you have to redo it and choose the correct one, just to get the cutscenes again. Or for the next part, and then you're going to choose it wrong, because it's a 50-50, and then you're going to have to go through it all again, etc., etc. So bad ends are a joke. Alright, so this is the boss I was talking about. I should have probably... You know what? I'll save here. I don't know why I saved like as soon as I entered the dungeon. Would have waste a lot more time if I died here without doing that. Alright, so Al doesn't do much of this boss because he's weak to magic, but we're wanting Al to learn her next skill, so we're going to attempt to get her to learn her next skill. She did not. Alright, so Sheena is going to just instantly kill this boss.
All right.
But we want Sheena to learn her next skill. It's really needed. But we didn't get it. Okay, we have no other guaranteed shot at getting her that skill, so there's going to be a boss later in the game that's going to be a bit slower.
Step down. Hey, how's this?
Oh, she learned it! Oh, we might be able to defeat the normally unwinnable fight after all.
I just came back. Did you get memed by Corpse?
I did not. Sheena didn't learn her skill, but Al did, so I'm excited. We might actually be able to beat Rebuka. Alrighty. So if you thought Sheena ASMR was good, just wait till you get to the PC port and Switch exclusive waterfall sound effect. That's going to be mixed with Sheena ASMR coming up in this next area we're about to get to. The next area is the Rosaria Forest, and it has probably it is my favorite song in the game. So calm and peaceful on the PS4 and 5, not on PC and Switch. Let's not forget to summon this here. Later in this game, you're going to get the ability to warp to different places. And all you have to do is just click on the stone to set that as a warp point. Because we're going to need to warp back to this specific spot later. I don't remember. Is there a save before Rebuka? Or is the only save in Rosario at the beginning of the dungeon?
If I remember correctly, there was a save point nearby, but I'm not sure. You may as well save at the start.
Yeah, I'll start here just in case it is the only save point.
Although, even if you don't get the Rebuka key, it doesn't really matter that much. You're just gonna have a different turn order in Chapter 5.
He was in the worst spot. Oh dear. Uh-oh.
Ready for battle. Wait till I get to you.
Oh no.
My turn. I think we should
Ah,
go.
thank you, Sheena. Oh, where's the waterfall sounds? It's not playing. Did they patch it out? Did Idea Factory do a good thing?
What's
Ugh.
this?
My complaints about
What's
the waterfall sounds might actually not be valid. It sounds like they removed it. Sadly, they did not remove it on the PC version, so if you guys need to see what I am talking about, just go play the PC port. It is awful. I mean, it's the fastest port, but the waterfall sound effect is awful.
What's this?
Alright, after this point, it's supposed to be a puzzle of activating switches to unlock new portals, but we're going to skip one of them. We're going to skip like the third one, or whichever one is, the third or fourth one. Go straight to the ending. There's supposed to be 4 different doors, but we're only going to activate the 3 of them. We're gonna skip it just simply by doing this. Lock off, boom, and it's skipped. Alright. Coming up as a safety item just in case things go very south in the upcoming normally unwinnable fight. After a loading screen that lasts way longer than it should.
What's this?
This game makes you take a very, very long path just to get a key to unlock a pedestal that we saw as soon as we entered this area.
I let my guard down. Just wait till I get to you. Run for it! it! Let's get out of here! Yes!
Hit them while they're
Wait
not
till I
looking.
go. Run for it! What's this? What's this?
I give you a quick reminder to heal. At least heal out before you fight Rebuka, because otherwise she's going to die too. Or by Rebuka herself.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can use Lily's skill if you need to. Oh, neither. Oh, that works. So one thing about easy mode that we haven't mentioned yet is that, for the most part, enemies have the same stats, except that they have a fifth of the HP they have on normal and hard mode. So yeah, you can one-shot a good chunk of the bosses in this
Ready
game.
for battle.
And this fight against Rebuka is pretty much unwinnable on higher difficulties. But with glitch mode out, and with all her buffs and stuff, which I think she reaches 999 attack at this point with glitch mode, attack buff and stuff. We can kill her in 2 turns using her 40 spear skill, which was called Soul Spear if I remember correctly. Soul Lance. So if you get this skill, each party member gets like 20 levels.
Sorry about that.
Oh, my hands are getting
I'll work
tingly.
harder.
Okay, nice, they all got the kill. So now everyone jump to level 59. So now in the next chapter, we're gonna get the most OP character in the entire run, which is Celica.
Ready for battle.
So Celica has an extremely good base moveset, and she doesn't really need any new skill in order to get us to the end of the game, because she already has Astral, which is her best damaging skill, costs 130 SP. She also has a self buff, self attack buff, costs 10 SP, and decently high base stats because she joins at a decently high level. She would be the fastest character of the party, but since Endeavor got the Rebuka kill, now Al is over-leveled enough to be faster than Celica, which doesn't make that much of a difference in Chapter 5, but it's slightly easier to hit multiple frogs on Chapter 5 with Al because of her AoE range being big.
Damn it!
Now we have a boss fight incoming, which should end in like 1 turn or 2 turns at most, because Al is over leveled and has her 40 SP skill. Well, I think she already did the time. Okay, yeah, let's start chapter 5. Here's where Celica joins. And pretty much Al and Celica are going to be used for the rest of the game, since they are very strong. On higher difficulties, we use Kalea, because her Asher Bullet skill deals pretty good damage. But on easy mode, it's just not worth it to actually taking an encounter and learning her bullet chain skills. Because she starts with Blue Bull, if I remember correctly. And then you need to get 1 or 2 extra upgrades, and then you get Asher Bullet, the good one. But it's not needed on easy mode, so we just skip it entirely.
Here I come! Run for it!
You can encounter here, which is kind of unfortunate. That's alright. He's gonna take the speed buff back to guarantee being able to outspeed every encounter. Because this chapter has 3 or 4 force fights before the actual boss
Here I
fight.
come!
Where you fight 1, 2, 3 and 4 frogs. And the thing with this chapter is that you have to take a really long detour and watch a couple of events to get a key item that opens the door where the boss is. Because the door itself was like in front of the entrance of the dungeon.
What's this?
So you have here a fairly pointless and skippable cutscene. Doesn't matter which option you choose.
How's this?
The cutscene itself doesn't really change that much.
That's it!
And this specific floor is kinda annoying because it has a lot of small corridors and there's a bunch of big enemies that get in the way, forcing you to take a long video. But for the most part, I think it went well enough. Oh, I hear you now.
I've been muted for a while now, haven't I?
Yeah.
No wonder I was
What?
talking and you talking over me, and I'm like, Aaron, well, do you hate me now? Oh my god, how much of my commentary is lost. All because my RTX voice closed itself.
Get out of here!
I think I lost you around the halfway point of chapter 4.
So not
That's
too
what-
awful long, but still annoying.
I thought my Discord glitched out and I just couldn't hear you. I was talking that much at the time.
Alright, I won't try to remember everything I said, but we'll just go off from here. We can't stress how strong Celica is, super overpowered from the get-go. And Aaron already said it will be the one of the main sources of damage from here on out. So we only got one more forced fight left before we get all the keys necessary to unlock the final boss room.
Hey, how's this?
I made a mistake during practice
My turn.
that accidentally gave me the bad end by skipping a turn,
Heck yeah, that's what I'm
but
talking.
instead of skipping a turn I hit the wrong button and I tried to run away from the fight. And apparently you don't do that. So I'm just not going to try and skip a turn.
Yeah, because on the next boss fight, you can actually run away from the boss fight itself, But if you do, you are forced to take a bad ending.
Any Tal's turn. Hey, how's this?
Yeah, pretty much that RTX voice closing itself, causing you guys not to hear me anymore. That is completely random. I hate that it can happen, and I apologize
Ain't no mountain.
for it happening, but there's really nothing I can do. Without that program, I can't be heard. Yeah, now we're back on our way back to get the boss. Just got to dodge some enemies. There's one lizard thing, or no, one little dinosaur thing coming up. It's decently hard to dodge because it's such a narrow corridor. I'm just gonna let it come in here and still encounter it because I'm a dummy. And I run into a wall. It's okay. We're fine. Oh my god. The thing about this being so much slower than the other ports is the enemies are all over the place compared to what you get used to in the faster PlayStation consoles and the PC.
What's this? Hey, eyes right here. Leave it to me. All good. All right.
What?
Okay.
How? It has no health.
Blast off. Oh, victory! Ain't no getting stronger.
Okay, so here we start revisiting previous dungeons on the next like 3 chapters or so. And then I think we get to the volcano in chapter 9. But yeah, we're gonna revisit Harty's castle, we're gonna revisit the forest, and we're also gonna revisit the ruins. And we're gonna fight a different party member each time. They are not too tanky, they should die like 1 or 2 turns at most. But yeah. This specific chapter has a very annoying segment where you have to do some platforming using Lucille's skill that reveals kind of like a path. However, you don't actually need Lucille's skill, because if you have memorized where the platforms are, you can just jump over them. Not sure if Endeavor's gonna go for it. He usually does, I will see. And right next where this event... gone.
God damn it. Hello, I'm back again. How long have I been muted?
Not too long. I think since chapter 6 started.
Alright. I heard you. Oh no! I chose the wrong skill
Oh no.
or the wrong thing. All right, we're fine.
Rosa's last save.
We're not fine.
I'll go. That's a long loading time then. I think she'll be fine. I think we're like 10 minutes behind right now. Something like that. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it underestimate though.
Alright. That happened because I had to fix my audio problems again.
Yeah,
But this time it should be fixed for good. Guaranteed.
it's unfortunate, but oh well. Not your fault really. Just the program decided to die at a very unfortunate timing, right before you actually had to take an important choice.
What's going on here? What's this?
Alright. We'll get... That's 3 runs in a row. This is definitely marathon luck, huh? Alright. So pretty much we're gonna have to hope for the good luck on the Rebuka again.
What's this?
But it's not too bad. It's actually decently rare that she does not survive the first turn. Pretty much what happened there, because normally I don't choose the wrong choice. It's just the audio problems were jumbling up my head.
What's this?
So I'll blame it all on that, not paying attention. But since audio problems should be fixed unless RTX crashes again, we'll be good for the rest of the run with no more problems. Alright. But now I'm paranoid. Hey, I didn't hit up, game. Well, you got to see there basically how you're forced to not go into the next area unless you watch the real life cutscene. That's pretty much what it does to you. The next area is off limits, like if you've ever played a Pokemon game. Specifically Pokemon X and Y. This block has its power out. Even though you can see the lights on in every house.
Wait till I get to you.
Oh my lord, have mercy. Very bad spawn.
Unlucky spawn, yeah.
I tried to get around it, and apparently my preemptive strike was blocked by the bridge's curve.
What's this?
Hey, what?
What's going on here?
Hit A to investigate. Proceeds to preemptive strike. What? I will not. No iffy Sheena pant. Alright, here we are yet again at the normally unwinnable Rebuka fight.
Attack! Here I come! Ow! Ow!
Hey, no. Stop.
Done.
Did it? Yeah! Alright, we got it again.
Not satisfied.
We gained 25 levels that fight. But now we have to go through this again.
Oh, here I come! Hey, how's this?
Last time, Al didn't kill the boss on the first turn, and Sheena was able to learn her skill on her turn. Because Al killed her on this turn, Sheena did not get a chance to learn the skill this time. So now the boss in the later part of the game is going to possibly take more than one turn. But we'll see.
The reason why Al got the kill there is because she learned Soul Eruption. So she did a steam before skill, enough damage to kill the boss.
Yeah, that was the reverse of what happened last time. This time Al killed and learned a skill. Last time Sheena killed and learned this skill. Yeah. Now, probably since I wasn't heard last time, I'll discuss what I was discussing at this point last time again. This is a very brutal game when you compare it to other Idea Factory game standards. This is one of the first, like, really brutal parts. A lot of people like to use the word edgy and everything, but pretty brutal. So if you like want to change the pace from what Idea Factory normally does, like Idea Factory or Neptunia games and stuff, I recommend giving Death End Request a try. The worrisome part is that choice I chose is going to be checkmarked now that I chose it. I hope I don't choose it again strictly because I see the checkmark there.
Just wait till I get. Let's get out of here.
Last time this chapter went decently well. Let's see how it goes again. Pretty much nothing different to add here. All these enemies can meme you. If they just decide to spawn bad today. I think I'll still mute at this point, but so I'll discuss how these cutscenes I'm about to watch here. One of them is required. Another one's not required, but we have to watch it anyway for another cutscene that is required. That's going to be in this cutscene spot, and we can't get to it until we get rid of this. So technically, you can call this a required cutscene as well. The required fan service boob cutscene. That's and like a lot of Audio Factory games.
I won't lose. Hey, how's this? Oh no! Done and it's over.
I guess if for the rest of this chapter, we'll let everyone listen to this calm calm music in the background with Sheena ASMR mix. I'll start adding stuff once we get back to chapter 6. Really?
Attack! Al's
Wow.
turn.
Couldn't let me take 3 more steps forward.
Attack! Here. Hey, how the no! No! Yeah, we rock!
And that is the cutscene specifically that was in that spot that we couldn't get to without watching the fan service cutscene.
I'm going all out.
All good.
Guess it's all victory.
What's this? What's this? Big Al's. Hey, how's the no? No! Bye-bye.
My turn. All to the dub. That's what I'm talking. All at a good pace too.
What's this?
We are on a much faster pace than last time on this chapter, I believe. Until I opened my big
Let's get out of here!
fat mouth. Sweet.
Don't let your guard down, kid.
Let's get out of here!
At least we got the speed back first try. Alright. Are you kidding me?
Attack!
I really did open my mouth. The game heard me too.
What's this?
I swear sometimes it looks like the game crashed.
Al's. Hey, how's that? No!
All good.
My turn.
All right.
Alright, learn your skill, Sheena. Oh, thank you.
Blast off. Whoa.
Good thing I'm so
Am I gotten stronger?
Now that we're back here, I'll go back to discussing hardest 2. Basically revisit the first one. Except we're going to be starting a gauntlet of fighting the characters that are in a party who get corrupted in their mind. We have to snack them back to reality, spaghetti and stuff like that. And there's also a section of this dungeon where the floor is invisible, but the character's ability will show it. But that wastes time, so we're just going to YOLO and just jump across and hopefully get it first try. We get it first try, 5th try. You can get your predictions in if you want to. How many tries will it take me? I'll try it pretty safe, YOLO. Like, fast, but not too fast. And here's the decision I got wrong last time. I told... Where's this? Is this a cutscene? To... No, okay. We're supposed to scope things out, Endeavor. Not run. Alright, we made it farther than last time. Darn you, RTX voice. New distraction. Alright, everyone. Now begins. We're about to fight Lily, the very first character we got added to our team. She's the first one to go insane. But it's okay because
Al's turn. Let's go. All good. To the victory.
she can die
Not a good pace.
to one Celica turn. Because Celica is the MVP of anything ever. Alright, we're gonna go back through this hallway, try to dodge an enemy. Dodging is pretty hard in this game because it's slower. So we'll try. That glitch followed Sheena. That was interesting. Ah! I hugged a wall, and when you hug the wall, it slows you down. It wouldn't stop hugging the wall.
I won't let it. Run for it.
Yeah. Thankfully, we shouldn't need a safety save anymore this chapter, because if you fall off the invisible floor, we'll just go back a little bit of a way. It's only like a 45-second loss. Probably on here. It's less than that on PS5.
What's this?
Alright, we got it. Who needs to see the floor? Not me. Hold on. I'm going the wrong way. Where am I going? Don't ask. Mistakes. Alright.
Are you ready?
Run for it!
Alright, so who's all ready for the best music again? Because we get to visit the forest a second time. I shall safety save at the beginning of every chapter just in case. Because I thought it would be impossible to pick the wrong choice, but I guess if you're distracted enough, you'll pick the wrong choice.
Attack! Here I come! Let's get out of here! What's this?
Good AI. Alright, so this is normally a, I don't know if you can call this a maze or what, but you just gotta go around, collect keys, and try to figure out where to go, type of thing.
Found it!
And there's a bunch of different options, with the fastest is a 3-key method. There is a 2-key method, but it involves going through more doors, therefore losing time. So we get to 3 keys.
What's this? Found it! What's this?
And he is not in a good spot at all. You don't want him to look at you, because he'll cause trouble after this cutscene here.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not a good spawn. Hopefully he will walk towards the left. Because otherwise he's wide enough to block the door. And it's kinda annoying to get around him because you have to push him away. Or lure him inside and then
Guess it's all
plus
over.
circle
That's
around
what I'm
him.
talking. Ain't no mountain high enough.
Yeah, we're hoping that he is just 500 feet away by the time this is done.
All good.
Thankfully,
Starting to believe.
thankfully, just like last time, Al goes crazy, but Celica is here to just one-shot both phases of the fight. Thankfully, this is the shortest chapter in the game. Less than 4 minutes, even on the slow switch.
Leave it to me!
I didn't see enough room to go on my left, so I tried to go to the right. But both options were bad. He was kind of just evenly in the middle. Oh well. Alright, we just get this key.
What's going on here?
Watch the last cutscene, and then do a little bit of menuing, and then we're on to the next chapter. Oh yeah, we gotta do a real life cutscene first.
What's this?
Yeah, so chapter 8. It's fairly straightforward, but the main problem in that chapter is that there is a almost comically large enemy that likes to block the way and is right in front of a key item. So if you're unlucky enough, you're gonna have to like go into a file 3 times with them in order to escape and get to the other side, pick up the key and go back. On PC, what we do is that we delay getting the key item until we fight Rebuka. We touch the teleport point, then we pick up the key item and then teleport to the teleporting stone.
Oh, sit this
But
way.
that's only faster on PC because the loading times are a lot shorter.
Leave it to me. Everyone, retreat.
Yeah. Yep. Is there a good end? There's a true end,
My turn. Everyone,
and then there's an easy, normal, hard mode. There's about what, 50, 60 bad ends? There are a lot of bad endings. This whole game is a bad end. And this is a chapter where we really needed Sheena's upgraded skill. That thankfully we got due to Celica not killing the chapter 6 boss. Chapter 5. That's the Atheist Temple boss. So that worked out in our favor. Oh shoot. The germ
leave it to me. Let's fall back.
got me. Oh, and the gorilla's looking right at me. Lovely spawns, game. Keep on being you. Alright, we'll go through here. This cutscene really isn't necessary, but it's still faster to go through here and skip the cutscene than go the top route. Which is a save point. So I might do it anyway? No, there's really no problems here. Except for accidentally choosing the wrong choice, but I don't plan on doing that.
Let's go.
Famous last words and stuff.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Leveled up. I won't lose.
My turn.
You have enough for a couple of toilet breaks,
I
man.
think we got this in the bag. I'm best at stuff.
Al's turn. Hey, how's
Where are you going, Al? She's over here.
Get out of here. We rock.
I'm finally stepping up.
This is the only one that
My turn.
Al or Celica really can't do by herself. This one is mainly
Get to you.
Al percent. We want Al to transform, and I'm going slow because I don't want her to die.
Done. Sorry about that. All right. I'll work harder.
That's only 2 cutscenes, right? I think so. Yeah, okay. Good AI. I'm going to point that out every time I see him running against a wall. Yeah, we're going over estimate because accidentally choosing that bad end lost 20 minutes. Hey, go left. The enemy takes up like almost that entire square section, so it's really hard to get around him, and it is 100% impossible to dodge him if he notices you. So thankfully he didn't notice me. Senpai did not notice me. This boss, ideally, unless I get unlucky and miss,
My
will
turn.
die to 1 turn from Sheena.
Strategy. All right. Come on. Blast
He
off.
was not going to die. But, Sheena learned a skill, so that helped him die. So that was some bad luck turned good luck. Alright, I'm gonna do a safety save here. No, I'll wait till Volcano. We're about to get to Volcano. I feel like some really heavy music. Volcano's pretty good. It's not Doom, but it's some pretty good music.
I'll sit this one out.
We're gonna get a backup just in case speed boost before we go to next dungeon.
My turn. Let's fall back.
Yeah, I'm pretty much hoping I didn't jinx myself. We shall see. Trademark. These enemies are doing good so far. As long as they keep doing good, then we did not jinx ourselves. Yep, they all did good. We fine. But I will save in the volcano. Aloha, Aurora. Almost bad. Pretty much from here on out, you don't want an encounter. It's really hard to run away. And just pretty much anytime after this, it just gets harder and harder to run away. The enemies are strong, Idea Factory style of making the enemy stronger than some of the bosses you fight. It's in this game drastically, even on easy mode. That enemy can be in a pain in the butt sometimes. Please turn around. Pretty please with sugar on top. Just turn to your left. That no, was not good. Turn. Okay, he's gonna see me still. Okay, we're good. He was in a really bad spot, and he just would not leave the bad spot. We'll do one more save, because Octopus Boss at the end can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I can happily say that I didn't route most of this game, but this boss strat right here is the one thing I did route.
All good.
We do a different set of skills from Celica.
Eureka!
Hope for the paralysis, so now
Let's go.
he didn't actually, I don't think he got paralyzed, but it don't matter.
All right.
And then he just dies
Blast.
because he's very weak to magic. And he goes down just like that. It would look faster if we were on a better console. Alright, so we're going to
I've made my choice.
give her that weapon we just picked up, and now Celica's pretty much invincible. I mean, she'll still take a lot of damage, but her attack stats pretty much almost maxed. If not already maxed at this point in the game. Because this game caps off at attack 999 or something like that. Then you can't go beyond that.
Let's go.
Alright.
All good.
So this boss is the only one that lives a lot of turns.
Just wait till I get
You attack with Al and Celica. You just end your turn with Sheena. Hope Sheena doesn't die.
my turn.
She didn't even take damage. That's good.
All good.
We don't want Sheena to die here. She can die easily. Did I kill him in 3? Yes! Oh, that's perfect. That's the perfect fight. 3 turns. It can a lot of the time, it can go up to 5 to 6 turns if you just get unlucky misses from Celica. Now that's what you call a yeehaw. Alright, so we're gonna... no, I won't say even the temple. I think there's a save point like really early on Odyssea. The final dungeon.
I'll sit this one out.
Final dungeon split into 2 chapters. Either one of them you don't want an encounter, but especially chapter 11, where it's like I'm just going to predict a less than a 5% chance to successfully run away. But yeah, if Maren can hear me, we are about 7.5 to 8 minutes away from time. So enjoy this music while I figure out where the save point is. Okay, it's right there. And we didn't get an encounter. Pog Champ.
Come and get it. Leave it to me.
With perfect RNG, he'll die right here.
Is this good?
We got it.
Am I getting stronger?
We got a 1-turn that boss in a marathon run. And it's one of the newest strats we've come up with in this game. Sweet. That boss loves to live with like 2% of its health bar. It really does. So at least the ending of this game is coming together. The beginning was alright. The middle part we lost 20 minutes due to the amazing program RTX Voice. I am forever grateful, RTX Voice. Alright, pretty much a lot of cutscenes, then we're coming up to the last little fighting your teammate gauntlet. The first phase is easy peasy. Al kills her in 1 move. And then, the second phase, Al can't damage her. Sheena can only damage her. But, she goes before Sheena, and can kill Sheena 75% of the time. So for the fastest possible fight, we want the 25% chance of Sheena living, so we don't have to waste time bringing her back to life.
Here I come. Hey, how's this? Get out of here. It's over.
Alright, fingers crossed. Don't kill. Don't do it! Ah! Yes!
Leave it to me.
Hog champs in the chat, boys.
Blast off.
We got the 25% chance. It's not the end of the world if Sheena dies there. You just lose time having to bring her back to life with a revival item. Alright, so this here is the final boss the game touts about the whole game. This guy is the big baddie. He's done everything wrong. He's committed every sin in the book. He's like big bad, supposed to be hard to kill.
Leave it to me.
But he's so weak to magic
All right.
that we kill him in one turn. Well, very anticlimactic. He's dead. Like we didn't even need to use the 85 SP
All right.
skill.
I'll work harder.
What a champ. Now, a bunch of cutscenes before we do one final dodge enemy rush. Well, I try not to not accidentally put Celica or Lily as the main character. I gotta put Sheena as the main character. Because it is Sheena ASMR after all. Because we lost everyone and then got everyone back. So that means we gotta re-equip.
This is nice.
We gotta put Sheena in the team. Because it looks like she's out of the team. So there we go. Now we have our Sheena ASMR back. Oh no. What did I get myself into here? It should be easy to dodge though. This is chapter 11. This is the less than 5% chance to run away. If I get caught, the run's over. There's no way to fix it. Well, I can reload the save from the very beginning of the chapter, but at this point we'll just call it run over.
Yeah, if you get an encounter here, your best chance is to fight the encounter and try to win. Because you're probably not gonna run away unless you get extremely lucky.
Alright, now we're gonna go through a gauntlet of using everyone's skills. It's like that section of the video game where you use like everything you've learned in the video game to this point. So, since you ain't seen anyone's skills yet, you get to see what everyone's skills is. Sheena's the spider. The rest of them are really just random punching skills, I guess. Now we're in the final fight of the game. If we dodge that enemy and... Oh god, he's looking our direction. But why? Why though, really? Okay. We got around it. What unlucky spawns these last two floors. But we made it. There's no other obstacle for the rest of the game. Yeah. We just collect a few bugs. Kill her in one turn. I didn't even get to 20%.
I'm not satisfied.
So those bugs did nothing. Alright, and now after these cutscenes I've become a teddy bear who can't open menus and can't take damage, can't encounter enemies or anything. I just have to walk. And then it's over. So time coming up in like 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Time now!
No way.
And that was Death and Request with you guys getting to see Chapter 4, 5, and 6 twice. Planned from the start. Alright, it was a fun run. Thank you guys for watching. There's not much really to add. It was really good near the end there. We got to learn all the skills, which is rare. We did have some very bad damage rolls, forcing us to learn some of the skills that we needed. But we won't talk about that. We just learned the skills that we needed. I recommend picking up this game. It's a fun speedrun. If you played it casually and you would like to try it out, I recommend just new game easy, normal end. It's all about just skill luck. And you don't even need really the toughest skills to even get under an hour on PlayStation, PC. And then you can be less of a coward than I and work your way up to the tougher categories like normal and hard mode, where the enemies have 5 times more health. If I remember correctly, the only difference between normal and hard, they have the same amount of health and stats. It's just that you gain less levels, and the bugs deal more damage to your characters. So that's really the only difference.
I think the damage multiplier is also slightly different. I think you take more damage on hard mode. I'm not too sure about that because it's been a while since I actually run hard mode.
Yeah. It's also a fun run if you just want to play through it, not even worrying about world record, just play through it. It's going, especially the easy mode category. I don't know why, I just have fun playing this game. So, it's a good recommendation. And, we'll, see, I think, let's skip this. And there's really not an endings credit theme on this category, I don't think. I might have skipped it. I don't think so, I just don't think there's an ending category. Or an ending credits theme on that difficulty. And I'll skip the opening theme again because it's DMCA hell. And that'll be it for me, so thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the next run coming up. The 4-way Omega Quintet race featuring Iliaya, or Oxwas, depending on how you want to call him, Fulton, Boss, Aaron, ESP11, the person who is helping me co-commentate, and then the Bomb Stew. And thanks to you voting it in, you get to see them's true suffering on advanced difficulty. So that's a peace out for me until my run tomorrow with Rebirth 3 New Game Plus. Later, everybody.